Oran, I suppose, looking at it from the outside, 3-0 win against Warrenpoint Town. Routine win, would you say, in the manner that it was done?
Yes. I think the big thing was at 2-0 at half time. We were quick to remind them of what we were like at 2-0 on Tuesday night and what a hems of it we made. So these are the days you've everything to lose and nothing to gain, and it's about just making sure that you're as professional as possible and you get the result in the bag. And to be fair to our lads, after a 3-game week and a tough game on Tuesday night, to come back out again and get the 3 goals and a clean sheet, we're delighted with our day's work and our week's work.
Is it pleasing as a manager that like those games are tricky? We've seen it before in the past, and maybe just the manner that your players carried that out, the professionalism, bar I think one Chris John's save at Warrenpoint really did not threaten.
Yeah, there was probably a scare at 2-1 after 60 odd minutes, but apart from that, if we're being honest, probably with 4 or 5 really good chances to put it to bed. But I said that to the players after the game, that I nearly sadistically didn't want the penalty at the end. I wanted to take the 2-0 because, and even we have to learn it as a bench as well, that the mindset doesn't always have to be that you get your couple of goals 2-0, that you go and get your 3rd and your 4th and your 5th, maybe like it was earlier on the season. That there are some days, maybe like the Dungannon game earlier on the season, where you get those extra couple of goals and it's nice and you can relax. But there's other days when when those goals don't come. But the key thing is that you be solid, you get your clean sheet, and you take your win away with you. Sometimes it has to be a 1-0, so it can't always be that mindset that we're 2-0 up at half time and it's now a matter of how many. So no, we're delighted with our week's work, I have to say, and I thought the boys were super today.
A couple of changes to the team as well, and it gives you, like, you were able to bring players in, rest Oran Jarvis as well, and bring a few from the bench as well, and that must be, within a small squad, it's good to get playing time.
I wouldn't even say about rest, and we've had Ian Parkhill, we've sort of had to manage the last couple of weeks. His ankle, had a bag ankle smack about 6 weeks ago, and it's sort of still niggled with him, so we haven't been able to use him maybe as free flowing as I wanted to. Oran Jarvis was tight going into Tuesday night's game, and then was very tight on Thursday, and again today we just elected not to take the risk, if you know what I mean, and we just had to try and carry the can elsewhere. So our squad's always done that, and I think it's always been a skill of ours. The squad's been always good at that. I remember a few seasons ago, we lost Brad for maybe 2 or 3 months, Skinner for a few months, but people kept stepping up to the plate and taking over. So it is a squad game. It's not about just 11 players in our squad, it's about everybody pulling their weight, and today we needed everybody, subs especially. I thought Ian and Alex were very good when they come on, just in that last 20, to not allow them to build up ahead of steam. Every time we attacked with that bit of pace, at least we could get up and get a corner or a throw in or something. So all in all, I think the squad's had a tough week, but a rewarding week.
And obviously Ben's moved to more central position today, and I think the stat is he's been involved in nearly half of the goals this season, really, between assists and scoring. It must be very pleasing for you.
Yeah, very much so. And again, probably with Oran being out, we had to ask Ben to do a slightly different role. And I suppose it's, for me, I think Ben is more of a threat on the left. I think today, from open, his goals today are obviously 2 penalties, but from open play, there's less of an ability to get into the box, because there's more of a responsibility to look after the defensive side and make sure the middle of the park isn't left wide open. So I think when we play him in that narrow left position, there's that licence where he can go a lot more often, and the defensive responsibility isn't as big. But today was a different one for Ben, and it's how football works, isn't it? You think on a day where maybe he has to go central and might not get as many chances, he ends up with 2 goals, whereas you think by playing him wide he weighs in with more. But no, his overall contribution since I've arrived has been brilliant, and it's great to see him winning the goals.
And Skinner with a great free kick, and must be great for you as a manager to have somebody like Skinner, because he does put some shift in every game, doesn't he? He's relentless.
He does, and I think he had 70 last Saturday, 90, a big 90 on Tuesday night, and another 75 today. For a 35-year-old, he's going rightly there. So, and again, I sort of toyed with to start him today. Maybe gamble with Parky today, and maybe keep Skinner if we needed something. But we felt we would try and at least get 60 or 70 out of him, and thankfully by that stage, he had done the damage.
A decent free kick to boot.
A really good free kick, and he stood over a few of those and put a few over the stand. He's put a few into the top corner, but to be fair to him, he has it in the locker, and the one he scored here against Crusaders early on the season was a fantastic free kick, and that one was as good, if not better.
Talk about Crusaders, obviously that's next big game next week. That's the kind of games that players and management you want to be involved in.
Absolutely, and it's first against second. It'll be a big atmosphere and a big crowd, and we'll recharge the batteries through the week now, and ideally pick a team that can go and hopefully get us a result there. So we've had some great battles over the last couple of years with them, and some big fixtures. So again, I don't expect next Saturday to be any different.
And being away from home as well, I think you mentioned that Coleraine take a big support away with them, create a good atmosphere, and you'll be looking for that on Saturday.
Absolutely, and our away fans in particular have been brilliant, and the noise they bring is brilliant. So and ideally we're going to need every bit of that next Saturday.
You see obviously how tight it is in that top 6, those games against the teams above and around you are going to be crucial come the end of the season.
Yeah, they're all, and I think with so many teams in it, as you say, and around that, and nearly everybody nearly beating everybody else, it makes it even tighter as well. So with that in mind, it's so important ideally that we can go and get a big performance.